air. Then you just hold your breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you breathe out through your mouth. You blow your mouth, what's this? Slowly through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Did you get that? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes
Yes,
po,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And then you just hold your breath. Uh, just hold your breath again. Uh, just hold your breath and then let it up. Breathe in and then hold and then breathe out and then hold. So may ano yan pattern, pabalik-balik lang. While you are doing this, you may want to just sit up straight, no, in your where you are now, with your feet flat on the floor. And what do you do with your hands? Just lay your hands on your lap, okay? And you just listen to my voice, okay? Just follow what I tell you, and then if a thought or if any thought will come into your mind, okay, uh, don't hold on to that thought. Just let it go. Just go back to focusing yourself on what's going on in the at the moment, listening to my voice, and then just following the rhythm that I am setting. Check, not check.
Check, ma'am.
Check,
Are you ready?
ma'am. Check
Check,
po.
ma'am.
Okay, with your
Ready,
place,
ma'am. You are.
sit up straight. Imagine that there is a string attached to your head, and that string is pulling your head up. You're not looking at the ceiling, but you're looking just straight ahead. You may close your eyes while we do this. Yeah? Shall we? All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Sige. I'd like now to close I want you to close your eyes now. Okay. And I'd like you now to breathe. Take a deep breath. All right. Breathe in now. Go. All right. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, breathe out now. Imagine the line going down. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. Imagine drawing a line to the right. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, breathe in again. Go. Draw a line up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Draw a line to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through your mouth now. Go. Draw a line going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. Draw that line to the left. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take another deep breath. Line up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. Draw the line to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out now. Line down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. Line to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the last time, breathe in. Go. Line up. Okay, then hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line to the left. Okay, then line down. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. Line to the left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. How was how was it for you? You may open your eyes. How do you feel? Anyone? Did you get it right? Did you feel the effect?
Medyo magaan na po yung ano, ma'am.
Magaan si Paul. What about the others? Oh,
Relaxing, ma'am.
uh-huh. So you were able to follow. Are there those who got lost? Meron? So silence means yes. It's okay. This is your first time. For those who got it right, yay! But for those who didn't really get it and feel the effect, then it's okay. You can practice this on your own. Like I said, practice makes perfect. I mean, you can only feel, you can only, kung you will do it again and again and again. So it's all right. No, no sweat. Okay, and so let's do this again when we come face to face on Friday, so that you can practice some more. And so after this, I would now like to share with you this story. As always, time is gold. The idea is not new. You know that time is gold, but how many of us are making good use of our time? I would like this story to be a reminder to all of you. This is the story of a lazy man who was a friend of a king. One morning, the lazy man asked the king, "Why is everyone saying that I can't do anything? And even when I go to get a proper job, everyone refuses me. My enemies have told everyone that I never do any work on time." The king said, "Let's make a deal. Before sunset, you come to my treasury and collect as much gold and pearls as you can. They will all be yours." The man rushed towards his home to his wife. He explained everything, and then, after hearing the husband, the wife said, "Go and get the gold and gems now. Time is gold for you." The lazy man sat down and said, "I can't go now. Give me lunch first." After having lunch, he decided to take a nap, but instead slept for 2 hours. Then late in the afternoon, he picked a few bugs and went towards the king's treasury. On the way, he felt hot, so he sat down under a tree to rest and ended up sleeping for another 5 hours. When he finally reached the palace, it was already late in the evening. It was way past the sunset. The palace gates were already closed for the night. He lost the golden chance to get rich because he didn't know the value of the time. What's the moral of the story? Steve Jobs said, "My favorite things in life don't cost any money." It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. That's because time is precious. Spend it wisely and stop wasting time on unimportant things. Did you like the story? Tama ba?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many
Yes
of you
po.
are using your
Agree.
time wisely? How many of you are procrastinating? How many of you spend so much time on things that, well, maybe enjoyable, maybe entertaining, but actually are not helping you grow, not helping you achieve what you're supposed to during the day, etc., etc. How many of you can say that? Do you need some time management? Some of you? May I see some hands siguro? Meron ba? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dalawa lang. Yeah, I think all of us. Kahit ako, paminsan, if I am not careful, I will be wasting a lot of time on things that really do not matter. That will not bring me where I want to be. And so this is just a reminder for all of us. You are starting the semester. This is just the start of things for you as a student. Okay, so you don't you start your semester right, and how one way is to uh, take care of your time. Manage your time well. Time is gold. Do not allow yourself to cram. Do not allow yourself to be in a situation where you will be pressured, where you will feel stressed out. Okay? So wala na yung manyana habit siguro. I can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. What are your thoughts about this story? Anyone? What's your take? Ano yung takeaway dito? Would you like to share your thoughts? Go ahead, Karumba.
For me, ma'am, for what I have understood, I think that we often take advantage of time, knowing that we have all that time, but it was just all in mind, ma'am. Other people are the reflection of what we are acting, ma'am. So that's why the person did not notice that he was lazy, but other people was already noticing it.
Mm-mm. Based on his performance, no, yung track record niya talaga, people already took note that in the story that yeah, so he but he does not like to accept that, no, the observations of others. He didn't like to confront that, to accept that, to look at it face to face and acknowledge that the others are indeed correct. And so he was put to the test. Yeah, yun. So, minsan, it's good to listen to what people have to say. If what they say, the feedback that you get from people is positive and it can help you grow, grow as a person, that it can help you do things so much better, then take it. But if the feedback coming from others that does not help you at all, it does not do any good for you. It simply makes you feel bad, frustrated, disappointed. Makes you feel like you just don't want to continue anymore. Junk it. Okay, so you have to. Ito na, iba na to. But you have to weigh things. Will I take it or will I leave it? If I'll take it, if it will help me. If the feedback is going to, uh, yeah, it will make me do things better. But if the feedback is not good, and it's not based on something that is solid, that is not based on truth. It is simply it's simply coming from nowhere. The intent is to just destroy, to make somebody feel bad about himself, to just take revenge out of vengeance or whatever ba. Then junk it. Don't believe that. Parang ganon. Pero here, ito na, we are talking about time being gold. So, one more sharing siguro, anyone? Go ahead, Albert, Faith, Chris.
Okay, ma'am. So for me, ma'am, there are days I understand that there are days that where we have to rest and when we crave for something relaxing and not do anything because there are days that we just feel that we don't like to function and we don't like to do anything. But however, we all often take things for granted, especially time. There are a lot of time behind us, and sometimes when we feel like there's nothing left to do, we just take it for granted. But in as for me, ma'am, with those time, with a given time every day, there are a lot of things to be accomplished. There are a lot of
Mhm.
things we could achieve, and this is something that we should always remember. And we're not getting any younger anymore, so time is very important to accomplish a lot of things and move forward to a lot of things in life, ma'am.
Correct. Mm-mm. So time is indeed really precious. Manage your time lang, no? This is about time management. So you just have to prioritize things. So what is it that you need to attend to immediately? What's the second thing? What is the third thing? Blah blah blah. And then you will discover that when you address the things that are important, the things that are urgent, that the things that you cannot leave, no, as is lang, na you have to take action talaga. You will discover that in the end, I have so much time to do all the other things that you want. You have more than enough time to relax. You have more than enough time to browse through social media. You have more than enough time to sleep. You have more than enough time to go and chat with your friend. Blah blah blah. It's all about nothing is impossible. What you need to do again is simply to take control. And this time we're talking about taking control of the time that we have in our on our hands. Yun lang. Okay, so I guess did you like the story? Is this something that can very ano ba? That can make you reflect, take time to reflect. Oo nga, no? So how do I make use of my time? Because you cannot go back. You cannot rewind things and say, sayang, sana kahapon I did this na. Ngayon parang it's too late na. I lost the opportunity because you just didn't feel, you just thought that there was no time for it. Okay, so like you miss talking to a friend because you cannot make time for a friend, or you missed going to school because you just don't have the time to cover the distance or whatever. Parang ganun. Anyway, and so that's the story of the day. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now and I will share another slide. Okay, and so this time now, the subject is counseling. And I would now like to ask the group. Una. So we said that this is a skill. This is a skill that you need to acquire as Psy majors. Counseling is an art. Okay, it is something that you have to learn to do. But for some, it can come naturally. There are those who are gifted, no, with the ability to listen to others. There are those who are naturally listeners, no, natural listeners. Yun na nga, gifted, no, parang it's part of it is something that just that they have. But for many, this is listening to others and understanding where they're coming from is something that you have to work on, and that is what we're going to try to achieve throughout the semester. Develop not the skill in listening, learn the ropes, no, in providing or assisting others when they ask you for some assistance. And so, ano ba ang counseling for you? What comes into your mind when you say counseling? Counseling is what for you? Anyone? Go. Yes, Erica?
Um, for me, ma'am, counseling is like guiding or parang providing assistance in like resolving a problem or an issue, ma'am.
Resolving, guiding, providing assistance, resolving problems. Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Go to thing.
For me, ma'am, counseling in the perspective of the patient or the client, um it is a session wherein they open up their problems or
Mm-hmm.
the the things that they observe or experience on themselves that they think that is causing them troubles and problems.
So counseling involves somebody who opens up about his problems and opening up to another person. So there is a session, no, that they spend time together talking about what's happening with the individual. Okay, so session, talking about problems. So there are two people involved here. Go. Anyone else? All right. Trisha?
For me, ma'am, counseling could be a redirection for those people who have lost their path and who have lost their path in certain experiences that they have experienced in life.
Mm-hmm. Redirection. So when you say for them to be able to get back on track because they got lost along the way, so that means for the person to be redirected, that means there is somebody assisting, no? So the redirection. Okay, sige. Anyone else? Lara and Manangkit.
So,
Lara
for me,
first.
yes, ma'am, good morning po. So, for me, ma'am, counseling more than anything po, ma'am, is a
Mm.
relationship of trust po between the client and the counselor po.
Ooh.
Where the counselor po, ma'am, helps the client to see the situation in a different perspective po, ma'am, aside from the perspective of the client themselves po.
So counseling for you is about a relationship between two people. You mentioned the counselor, and then you also mentioned the counseling. Okay, go.
Relationship of trust, ma'am.
All right, Manangkil now, and then Bailon, Kelsey. Manangkil. Manangkil, where are you? Oh, Balon na. Balon? Is that correct, Kelsey? Go ahead.
Balyon po.
Balyon. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Counseling helps you to have someone thinking logically when you're thinking emotionally po. And with counseling po kasi, you'll be able to talk uh, through things who, with the counselor who only not offers guidance for those situations, but also helps you to see the logic side of the situation po.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so essentially what you're saying is about helping. Okay, Kasuyon.
Good morning, ma'am. For me, counseling is a field wherein the counselor tries to untangle the jumbled feelings of the client po, ma'am.
To untangle, so, okay, redirection, to untangle, helping, so nandyan pa rin yan, no? Okay, sige. So providing assistance so that the individual will be able to make sense of what's happening to him, that's untangling, so that the individual will be able to find his path again that he got off from. Siguro, that's what si Tricia was saying, redirection. So there's this relationship that has to be established first before two individuals who are the counselor and the counseling. And so when you try to untangle, when you try to redirect, when you try to provide assistance to, you also are going to go into guiding the individual so that the person will be able to find a solution to his problem. That is what you're saying. That's what I got from the group. Uh, at the moment. Anyone else would like to say something about their thoughts about what counseling is? Go ahead. Okay, Manangkil, okay ka na? Sige daw. Yeah. Okay, still, again, if you sum it up, it's about helping somebody, providing assistance, guiding the person as to how to find a solution to his problems. Okay, it's about untangling, as mentioned by Kasuyun, and again, helping the person uh, uh, develop a better sense of direction. O na sige. Okay, correct yan. So, now, let me ask you, yeah, it's really about sitting down and talking to somebody, but how do you go about the question, how do you go about helping that person? How do you go about guiding that individual? How do you go about providing assistance to the individual? That is what we would like to discover, no, in our discussions, no, in the days to come. So for now, let me ask you this one. Anyone who would like to share an experience that you had in helping someone? How was it like for you? What feelings came out, and what was the outcome? What was that was did you find some difficulties in being there for the other person? I'm sure you had at one time or the other sat down with someone who was problematic, who was confused, who was having a difficult time managing the relationships among family members, or somebody had an argument or a conflict with a friend, or somebody hurt you, or somebody betrayed you. Ang dami. I'm sure you had all these occasions, no, times where you were there for someone, or maybe you were also one of those who needed somebody to talk to. Who would like to share an experience? Pitalgo, go.
Hello, ma'am. So
Mm-mm.
this happened po last night lang. He approached me, he PM'd me first. So I
Mm-mm.
was like in shock. He said how to be unsad daw, ma'am. So for me, I just shared what I've learned also. And it really touches me because he mentioned that it really made him cry po. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I think helping someone in that way is very ano talaga, very nakakaano ng self because you help someone you try to make their mood better. So it was an amazing po to help.
Mm-hmm.
Yes po.
Was that the first time this happened? Or that
No
this
po,
is
ma'am.
maraming beses na? Oo.
Yes po. Pero
So,
it's just the recent one po.
that's the latest. Oo. Okay, what was good about what was easy for you at that time providing the help? What made it easy?
It made ano ma'am, mas madali if they really share their problems
Mhm.
like as a whole. Kasi
Mm.
ma'am, you can identify, you can give the ano specific advice po regarding for that
Mhm.
problem. So it's easy if they really give every information to you po.
Oh, okay. So that's one thing, no? So if you have all the details, mas madali. So what was difficult? What made it difficult?
Because at first he's hesitant to share po fully until
Mm-mm.
he realized that he really need to let his feelings out po.
Oh, okay. So yun. So mga barriers, no? Hesitancy. Okay, thank you. Is that Clyde? Is that how you pronounce
Yes,
your name?
ma'am. Thank you
Clyde.
po.
Okay.
Right
Sige,
po, ma'am.
thanks. Yun. So anyone else who would like to share? Go ahead, Karumba.
One time, my friend came to me, mom. She was seeking for an advice because she was experiencing a confusion phase, mom, where
Mm-hmm.
someone was making her feel a bit special, but somehow not also sometimes. So
Mm-mm.
she was asking if she was feeling normal because she was feeling hurt even though they had no label, ma'am. So I reflected on her characteristics, ma'am, knowing that she was a sensitive person, ma'am, and
Mm-hmm.
her feelings were valid, ma'am. So I felt a bit sad as well because I know that her intentions were pure, ma'am, and that I think that she was taken advantage of.
Oh, okay. So, how did you maintain what's this contact with the person
Uh,
after or?
yes, ma'am, because I was monitoring if she she took my advice, ma'am, and that she was already doing well. And I think,
Mm.
ma'am, she is already doing well now, because she already moved on po.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. How what feeling? How do you feel about when you? How do you feel about helping the person who came to talk to you, and then knowing that somehow you were instrumental, no, one way or the other in making her feel better, more in control. I'm feeling.
I felt happy, ma'am, knowing that
Mm-hmm.
she was comfortable sharing her problems, ma'am, and that I know that she trusted me, ma'am, in
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyone else? I'm hearing the same person, man. Go ahead, Echeveria. Paul.
So, ma'am, this happened just recently, ma'am. I
Mm-mm.
guess just last week.
Mm-mm.
Uh, my friend and I were having sleepover, and there were
Mm-mm.
three of us.
Mm-hmm.
Then the guy or one of us just recently discovered na um something heavy about his family. So
Mm-hmm.
it was about ano po ma'am, separation of ano sa parents niya ganyan. And then he was really hurt and confused that time. So we were panicking. But yeah, as a psychologist ano po ma'am, practitioner. So I thought na I should try to calm him down. So and po even though it was really challenging since it's really challenging ma'am to calm him down kasi he was really crying
What did
and
you
like
do?
you know I just talked to him and like when he was ranting, I listened and I tried to gave him advice as to how to um, understand the situation and to parang absorb ba kung ano yung nangyayari, ma'am. Kasi he was really in shock. Then,
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was like an hour, ganyan, umabot kami ng isang oras. Then after that, ano po, I was glad na I was able to calm him kahit papaano. Kasi ano po, yun po, parang tumigil siya sa iyak, tapos nag-hug siya sa amin, tapos yun po, ma'am, nangyari.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure that meant a lot to him. He didn't know whom to open up, and so yun nangyari na nag-slip over, and then he started talking, and then finally he found the courage to share the burden that he is experiencing with his parents' separation. So yeah, that was helpful. I'm pretty sure, Paul. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Muhammad. Go.
For me, ma'am, I have this friend who always comes to me whenever she has a problem or whenever uh, she feels unsure of her decisions. And
Mm-mm.
I think, ma'am, I realized that some people just really want someone to talk to or someone that would listen to them without bias or without judgment. And so
Mm.
whenever we talk with each other, like I just hear her out most of the time without talking, and just then after that conversation I help her look back to her decisions, and I ask her what her realizations are with what she's done in that certain situation or something like that, ma'am. And just and what I feel about it is that I feel fulfillment in the way how a person trusts me enough for her to divulge her problems, her secrets
Mm.
with me, and and I feel fulfilled that I have kept all her problems with me, and I have not shared it with anyone, and just that, mom.
Beautiful. Yun. So let me just pick up some of what Wasima said. She mentioned about when you talk about listening, it's about really suspending your judgment. No, you just don't say anything much at all. You just keep quiet. You allow the person to just share without any interruption. You just you keep an open mind. No, non-judgmental, walang comment, you're not into moralizing, you're not into whether what she did or did not do is right or wrong, parang ganon. So that was really helpful, and yeah, it can be very very fulfilling for you and for the other person as well, if you are able to have this session or talk or conversation where the helper, no, you can call yourself as the helper. I'm going ahead, and the helper was able to convey that, yeah, I get you, I understand where you're coming from, and the other person feels also that finally here is this person that I can trust, that I can listen to, and then who is willing to give me the space to just be me, and express all my hurts and the pains and everything, the confusion, and still take me as I am, and still look at me in the same way. The person that I am, just by opening up, does not it does not change. I'm showing my vulnerability with the individual, and it's okay. Yeah. Did you get that? So you are opening, this is scary, no? Opening up to somebody and just being your real self. Wala nang mask. You show your pain, you show your confusion, you show how badly affected you are, you show how lost you are, you show the real you, and that takes a lot of courage, that takes a lot of guts. And so you just do not open up to anyone. You choose the person to talk to. And I guess that's how it is for all of us. We just do not talk to just anybody. We think carefully whom to run to. So sa tingin mo, hindi ito masyadong I don't think I'll be able to trust her, because she's really the type who will, as soon as I leave, she's going to announce it to the whole world. So you have second thoughts about talking to that person, di ba? So you say, oh, but friend man kami, but I don't think she'll be able to listen to me, kasi she likes always to have her own say, she has her own opinions, and she has difficulty accepting anything from another individual. So parang medyo hindi yata ito. So when somebody comes knocking at your door, that means to say, she thinks, that person, kasi there is a decision making here. She thinks that, or he thinks that you are the right, you can be that person who can have the patience, the understanding, and the willingness to listen to you. Those who are impatient, those may problema na nga ako, dadalhin mo pa yung problema mo sa akin, ano na lang, I don't want to listen to the problems of others because I also have my own problems, so you don't go to that person at all. Check na
True,
check.
ma'am. True
No?
po.
No? Oo. Kaya if somebody comes and can I talk to you, don't push that person away. That person is desperate. Nobody will come to you and say, I want to talk to you, or maybe unless kailangan na kailangan. Kung kaya pa, they'll try to do it on their own. But when they cannot anymore, that's when they try to seek out somebody who they think will be willing, no, to listen to them without judging them, without condemning them, without going into the morality of right and wrong. Yun. Okay? So anyone else would like one more? Anyone would like to share pa? You can speak in Tagalog. Okay. Kelsey, go.
So, last, ano po kasi, last July, nagkaroon po kami ng youth camp po, parang org sa simbahan, organization sa
Mhm.
simbahan. Tapos, dun po sa youth camp, yung, kumbaga yung role ko po dun is facilitator ng isang grupo. Grupo po kasi yun. Tapos, ayun nga po, ako po yung facilitator ng group. Tapos, meron po kaming activity doon na may ones-to-ones po. And then, yung lahat po ng member, kakausapin mo about
Mhm.
anything lang po, ganyan. So, nung time na ano po, nung time na, hindi rin po kasi ako ready mag-facilitate, pero nung time na nung time na activity na po, so isa-isa po yung lumapit sa amin, ganyan, bawat member po, isa-isa. Tapos, nag-come up po ako sa isang question lang po. So, bali hindi ko po talaga sila totally kilala kasi parang ano yun, parang mag-ano kami ng mga new members para sa org namin, ganyan.
Mhm.
Tapos, um, nung, ang una kong tanong lang po sa kanila is, kumusta yung status ng puso mo? Pero, ano, like, sa school, sa bahay, sa family, or love life, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos, ano, hindi ko po talaga alam yung sasabihin once na nagsalita sila. So, pero nung time na tinanong ko po yung question na yun, nagulat ako kasi parang bumuhos man yung mga emotions nila. Like, umiyak
Mm.
sila, ganyan. Tapos,
Mhm.
nakakaano lang. Kasi, though hindi nila talaga ako totally kilala, parang nandun yung, yung trust. Kasi, katulad po sa last share, ano lang po, nakikinig lang din po talaga ako sa kanila. Like, hindi ko alam na yung simpleng pakikinig lang sa kanila, sobrang laking tulong na pala ganyan. As in, wala po talaga akong sinabi, like, sabi ko, oo lang ako ng oo, ganyan, naiintindihan ko, etc., etc. Tapos, nagulat ako kasi di ba nila ako niyakap, as in, lahat po sila.
Mm.
Pero lang, kaka-overwhelm lang kasi, yun nga,
Mhm.
nakikinig ka lang, tapos, parang nandun yung trust nila sa'yo. Yun lang po.
Mhm. Okay, so that's great. So tingnan mo, all you need to do is to just pose a question and you will be surprised at the response that you will get from the people. So meaning to say, that was a youth camp and there was never siguro at a time where they feel that it's okay to open up. So here they decided they are part of the camp and they are going through these activities, and here is one chance for them to really just simply be themselves. So yun, that was really what's this, meaningful yan para sa kanya because they were given the space, the platform, so quote unquote, no, to speak up and share the person that they are, especially yung maganda yung kumusta yung puso mo ngayon, parang it's like something like that, 'di ba? But is that activity counseling na? Hindi. That was an activity to help them open up. But for right now I'm saying that wasn't counseling at all, but nandyan yung elements of counseling. Okay? Questions? Questions,
None so
guys?
far, ma'am, I
Okay?
guess.
So may you, like what I'm saying here is you definitely had that chance, the opportunities to sit down with someone and try to provide the assistance that they needed at that time. And I'm and I and you did the best that you can, and you can say na many times that the help that you provided, no, it, let's look at it closely na ngayon. You can reflect back, what did I do right when I sat down with this person, and what did I do wrong, or what can I improve, no, in the way I attended to that individual. Parang ganon na. So you have your experiences to go back to and then see the whole experience and see where you know where you can where you did right and where you need to uh, improve. Okay, and then support that, reinforce that with additional knowledge that you, I hope, will pick up from our discussion about counseling not throughout the semester. And so yeah, I have a few minutes left, but I will stop sharing now. And again, I would now like to share something else to the group. Very quickly lang before I let you go because I'm running out of time. I have a schedule to follow kasi. Okay. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
All right.
ma'am.
So to put things on the right track lang, this time I would like now to share with you some technical definitions of what counseling is. You have a crude idea of what it is, okay? You have some perceptions about what is involved, blah blah blah, because you've gone through the experience. But this time now, let's take a look at what the experts have to say about counseling. Okay, let's take a look at the definition provided to us by Smith way back in 1955. So for him, it is a process. Okay, counseling is a process. And when you say process, that means there are a set of procedures that we have to follow. It means that there are stages when you provide assistance to others, that there are sequences. No, you have to start with step one and then go to step two and go to step three. You don't start with step one and then end up with step five and then go back to step three and then go down to step four and then back to step two. Hindi yun. So it is a process. And you are correct. When we do counseling, our main, no, what you shared with me is the purpose. Why is it that we sit down with others? It is with the purpose of providing assistance. And yes, you are correct. It is there is a relationship. There are two people involved when you do counseling. And these are the counselor and the counselee. What is it that you want to achieve when you sit down with somebody who is problematic, who is desperate, who is confused, who is at a loss as to what to do? Okay, so according to Smith, this is a process that both the counselor and the counselee will have to go through, where the counselor actively assists the counselee or the client to make interpretations of facts relating to a choice, a plan, or any adjustments which he needs to make. So that's the goal. Okay, we would like at the end of the day, no, to help the counselee assist in any way we can. Okay, when it comes to making a choice, when it comes to determining whether the plan that he has in his mind is helpful, beneficial, will help him find the answers to his questions, or help him come up with the necessary actions to make the adjustments needed. So that's one way of defining what counseling is. Are you okay? Okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Klaro?
ma'am.
Klaro? Oo. O
Para
na
po.
sige, let's move on. Let's take a look at the second one. O ito na. Still in the same year, 1955, this is what Hahn and MacLean has to say about what counseling is. Again, they talk about counseling being a process. And they expanded the idea of the relationship between the counselor and the counselee, and they say this is a process which takes place in a one-to-one relationship. You have to establish a connection. You have to establish rapport. You have you have to have this interaction with one another. Okay, so there are two people involved here, a one-to-one relationship between an individual troubled by problems with which he cannot cope alone and a professional worker whose training and experience have qualified him to help others reach solutions to various types of personal difficulties. Okay, so here is a troubled individual, that's the counselee, and a professional worker, that's the counselor. One is going through some rough time, okay, maraming problema, may mga issues, may mga concerns, and the other one is somebody who is qualified, no, who has the necessary training and experience to help others. Take note how to help others reach solutions. You are not going to you're not going to find the solutions to the problems, but you are just simply going to help provide guidance and assistance so that the person troubled by problems will be able to find the solutions that he is having at the moment or that he has to confront. You do not solve the problem of the person. That's not counseling at all. You do not take over. I heard so many people say, "Ay nako, ako naman sana wala akong problema, pero ngayon may problema na, hindi pa naman akin." Diba? I don't have a problem. I don't have personal problems, but now I have to do this because now ang problema niya ay problema ko na rin. And then you get exasperated. Ano ba yan? I mean, you get sometimes you get upset na. Sabi bakit? Hindi niya ba kaya? I mean, I'm telling him, I'm telling him what to do. I'm showing him the way, pero ayaw pa rin, ako pa rin ang kailangan, parang ganun. Let's talk about that. Because when you tell somebody what to do, oftentimes, or many, many times, that person will not do exactly what you ask him to, what you tell him to do. And that is when you tell somebody what to do, that is advising. And when you advise, you don't you get frustrated because pabalik-balik ka na naman. I told you, sabi ko sa iyo, ganito ang gawin mo, pero ayaw mo man sumunod. And then when you come back again, and then you complain and you cry, and ayoko na sa iyo. And that's because when you advise somebody, chances are he's not gonna do what you ask him to do. What you can do better by making suggestions and living up the decision to him. Anong gusto mong gawin? Anong gusto mong mangyari? Anong gusto mo? What do you want to happen? Where do you want to be? What is it that you are aiming for? So what do you think can you do? You throw the question back to him. Ano sa palagay mo ang pinakamabuti mong pwedeng gawin? Parang ganon. But you don't tell, gawin mo to, ganito ang dapat. Kung ako sa'yo, ganito ang gagawin ko. Mo, blah, blah, blah. Yan. So going back to this definition of what counseling is, according to Han, you are now simply somebody, the counselor, you are now somebody who has the experience and the training, the knowledge to help that person find a solution, but you are not going to be the one to solve the problems of your client. Claro, that's an idea here. Okay, there's more than to talagang listening. Okay? Questions, comments before we go? To get that? So counseling is something that you have to go something that uh that would require you to go through stages. Ano yung mga stages? Let's talk about that later on. So it's a process. Proseso yan. Okay? And this involves a one-to-one conversation. There has to be a relationship that has to be established, built, and maintained throughout. Okay? Between somebody who is asking for help and someone who is willing to provide help. And help to, for what? Help to make a choice, help to determine the best plan, help to make the necessary adjustments, help to find a solution to different personal problems. Are you okay, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, I still would love to continue with our session, but like I said, I have to see somebody. That's quite important. So this is all for now. I'll see you on Friday at the Psych Lab, 8:30 to 10. Check no check.
Check na
Check,
check.
ma'am.
Check, ma'am.
That's all for today. So you may now go. Thank you so much for being with me today. So I hope you learned something uh, important today with our discussion. So keep it. See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
Bye.
ma'am.
you.
Okay. Bye. You're welcome. Yeah, sure. Anytime. Okay, sige.